Last time on Blue's Life series, Geppettie called the Sims Alien Abduction Agency, who sent over 2 agents to speak with her and begin an investigation. She then called an alien abduction support group and met with Sal in a Akima lounge in her home. They invited her to join them in meeting a few other victims of alien abductions, either themselves or someone they loved. They met at the Old Quarter Inn in Windenburg, where she was introduced to Mio, Kuttoe, and Tammy Bacon. Mio had suffered a lover abducted, and now her lover was in a mental institution. He just stared straight ahead and wouldn't talk. Tammy Bacon's grandson was abducted and was raising one of those alien children. She couldn't bring herself to look at the child. It didn't matter that it wasn't the child's fault. Her mind couldn't help thinking about the terrifying moments, not knowing if her grandson was all right. Sal began to tell his story. His memory was spotted at best. It was how he met Akima. She was a lifesaver, he said. If it hadn't been for her, I wouldn't have had the strength to go on living. He remembered waking from some sort of chamber, then a female alien staring at him. It was very disconcerting, he said. Akima said, I'm so glad that I found you hiding in the dumpster. I don't know what I would do without you either. Darling, you would have done wonderful. You are amazing. It is your strength and love that help me through each day. My memory has been sifted and disrupted so much that I didn't even know who I was when I found myself there. I would like to hate the aliens, but I wouldn't have met Akima, so it is a mixed, convoluted mess. But that isn't what you came to hear. You came to hear about the aliens, about the abduction, how each of us struggle with the emotions, the aftermath, and how we lean on one another to survive the terrors we suffer. Terrors in our dreams, terrors that it might happen again, terrors that we are so vulnerable. The next thing he remembered was waking up on a table with various devices hooked to his head and body. A strange suit was on his body. He felt compressed, cold, and frightened. The alien woman stood over him and did things, though he couldn't tell or see what she was doing. It was terrifying. I tried to speak, but I found I couldn't. She didn't respond to me. He then woke up in a dumpster and found himself naked and cold. It was disorienting. Unfortunately, I didn't remember anything. I couldn't remember who I was, and I certainly didn't know where I was. Akima came along and rescued me. She found me some clothes and drugged me from the dumpster, then took me home. There I bathed, and she fixed me a wonderful meal. I still have problems with my memory. I've met my brothers who informed me that I was once a bouncer at Strangerville 8 Bells Bar. I don't remember. I can't hold a job, and I suffer from anxiety as well as unexplained rashes. Akima saved my life. I don't know what I would do without her. He reached over and patted her hand on her